Yeah, kind of just talk about your all's personal goals going into the season, and you all get to go to Clearwater first up, and it'll be a kind of tough battle against a really tough team. So, kind of during the off season, what did you all work on personally?
Personally, this offseason, I have been working on staying in myself while hitting, like not swinging at changeups and bad pitches, just seeing those good pitches and pitching, just getting my pitches to move more and get more control with them and work with them how I want.
I think for me, my biggest thing, just focusing on like my pitches and how they're going to develop me as a pitcher. I think like developing my drop ball so it can be my go-to pitch. So to set up some of my other pitches like my changeup and my rise ball so I can have more success, more strikeouts. And I think just understanding, coaches talked about a lot this year, like being a pitch to contact pitcher and like trusting our defense. So really utilizing that to my advantage and like being okay with using my ground ball, my off speed for ground balls and pop-ups, knowing my defense has got my back.
Talk about your bullpen experience. Is it like?
It's different every day. Sometimes we'll all be over there together working on the same thing, and sometimes Coach Bell will have certain drills set up for certain people. Most of my bullpens are focused around setting up my pitches with each other. So like going back and forth between a drop ball and a rise ball, making sure I know how my body feels between the two pitches. And then making sure I have like 3 different speeds, 3 different pitches. So making sure that those are staying consistent and stuff like that.
Same with me. Coach Bell does do a great job of like giving us individual workouts, but also like integrating us all in one. And I tend to work on like inside or outside corners, just making sure I have control of those pitches and can make them drop, rise, or change speeds if I need to.
How's that? You guys only have one newcomer come in this year in terms of the pitching room. How's that kind of helped? Have you guys grown together at all, or has it been really mostly just kind of focusing on growing your own skills throughout the offseason?
I feel like it's a mixture of both. We like are giving like Sophie some, some good what did you call it? Advice. But yeah, like bringing her in and just showing her how she's expected to, throw and get like outs and get those pitches working. And we just work as a team more.
Yeah. I think the pitchers are like super close. Because we're always together, we're always doing things together. But I think the interesting thing about us is we're all so different. Like we have people that are gonna bring the speed, and then like somebody like me who's gonna mix speeds, but not like overpower you and move the ball. But I think only having one newcomer allows us to kind of settle in. Like we all have the experience now, we've all been there, we know what it feels like and what it's gonna take. So I think that's really gonna play to our advantage this year.
Coach talked about you they were able when they were recruiting you to see your competitiveness, your fire. Mm-hmm. And she said she's really seen that come out even more this offseason. What's that been like on your side of things?
Yeah, I think it took a couple of years. I mean, for me, the transition from travel to college, it took a little bit of time, but I feel like once I got to settle in and like get the experience, I got a lot more experience last year, and just kind of like understanding who I need to be out there and keeping my composure like at all times, but also like being the person that brings the energy for my team. And I feel more comfortable now that I've kind of gained some of my confidence through my experience and time on the mound. And so now I feel like I can kind of let that out. And I think, with the confidence that I've gained, I've kind of opened up and been able to show more of myself.
Describe Team 50. So you guys have spent time together in the fall and now in preseason. Now your season is about to start. What characteristics do you see in this team? How do you think that will help you?
I can go. I think if I were to describe Team 50 in a few words, it would be this is one of the closest teams I've been a part of, and I feel like we all get each other, but we all I have so much fun. Like practice is so fun, and we all I don't know, we're all cracking jokes all the time and having fun. Maybe not always at the perfect time, but we keep it light, and I think everyone's just excited to be here. And so I'm really excited to see how that translates on the field. Everyone's out there having fun and supporting each other, and I think it'll be really exciting.
Yeah, I agree. It's more like a family feel. I'd say this is the closest I've ever felt to family, like having a sister, because I was an only child. So just seeing how you interact with people on a daily basis and just having that sister to be like up your butt sometimes, but like they're there for you in the good way. Like they always been good. So it's just cool to see that, and just I feel like the family feel will help us in the field for sure. Comes to anything.
All right, Austin, do you have any questions on Zoom?
I do not.
Okay, thank you. Any questions?
Coach wanted to ask it, was talking about the one word, and want to hear what you guys say.
Yeah, so my one word is bloom, which means my definition of bloom is to flourish and like thrive in any environment that I'm in, the good and the bad, and not let my environment, what's changing around me, affect how I'm thinking and performing and stuff like that.
My one word is worthy, and I define that as being like worthy of your accomplishments and like your accolades, and just being worthy of your talents and abilities. And just I want to be proud of myself for once in life, and just understand that I am worthy of things.
You had a pretty cool off season with all the Adidas stuff going on the side. What has that experience been like for you?
It's pretty surreal. I really don't even understand it still, but just I appreciate it every day. I mean, just being able to rep Adidas even before I even came to Indiana was amazing, and just being in that atmosphere this summer and this off season was amazing. Just being able to promote Adidas and just show people what anything's possible.
I was talking to your mom a little bit in the fall, and you mentioned that she's retired now and
Yes.
just kind of focusing on being an Indiana softball fan.
Mhm.
What has her support meant? And Macy, you can answer this as well. What is
Love
that?
her.
What is that just constant support?
I could probably say more about it than Brie
Yeah,
will.
probably. I mean, her support is just crazy. It's out of this world. I've never seen a parent other than my mom be the way she is. I mean, it's like it's her job. She literally retired to be an Indiana softball fan. So
She's
it's
awesome
just
though.
crazy.
She brings the energy like every game, even if like even last year, if we're losing, like you would never know.
Awesome.
Anything else from